Hey everyone, it's Zach, and today, once again, we are taking our Series 5 team and not single battles, but jumping into double battles. Just give me one moment so I can switch it to double. We are getting so close to Season 5, and I'm really excited to try it. What I want to know down in the comments below, what have you been working on for Series 5? Let me know down in the comments below. This is definitely the first of, so far I have one team that needs to be EV'd and then another team that needs to be created. But other than that, let's get started. So we see the Blastoids, Talonflame, Rhydon, Togekiss, Duraludon, and Dracozolt. So there's a lot going on with this team. I think we could see some benefit starting in Incineroar and Urshifu. Amoonguss in the back just because it could handle that Rhydon, Togekiss, and Blastoids very well, especially with the Colba Berry. And the question is, who do I bring last? I'm still trying to figure out if Terrakion's like good without the beat up. But it's interesting to see like what my opponent could lead. You could really see Talonflame plus Duraludon, Talonflame plus Dracozolt, Talonflame plus Blastoids. There's going to be a lot going on with this. So it's going to be interesting to see what my opponent leads. Mr. Choppy and Moltres. Okay. Okay, so White Herb. So this is a Shell Smash Blastoids. So we did... I just want a parting shot out on this because I definitely feel like it's going to Gigantamax turn 1. And we are going to Rapid Flow the Talonflame. Because I feel like we just see a Tailwind and we would have seen a Shell Smash, but you're going to lose on those defensive boosts. And just a fake out coming from the Blastoids. And we will see the Tailwind come up, so we kind of figured that one. But if we can take out the Talonflame here, and we actually won't see the Talonflame go down because of the fact that we Gigantamaxed. I think we'll target into the Talonflame just in case, because taking out kind of opens up a better chance for Amoonguss to do what Amoonguss needs to do. I am worried about what this Blastoise is going to do. So we'll see if Flare Blitz come out and do decent damage. And actually Moltres is going to go down for Recoil. And Scald. So we will get off a Rock Slide. And lose some Life Orb damage and max Flutterby. So I want to see what they bring in here. And it's the Togekiss. Okay, so I think here... let's switch out into the Amoonguss and Steel Spike. Their best play here would probably be to max Togekiss and max Guard. And you're actually going to get a Gleam off. And Amoonguss should take that Scald very well, yes. Steel Spike will come out. And we just one-shot the Togekiss. Okay. And we get a defense boost on the Amoonguss. That should be the end of Gigantamax for Urshifu. And we just have Rhyperior. And what I want to know is how many turns of Tailwind do they have left? They have one more turn of Tailwind. So I think here you're targeting down the Urshifu. So what I just kind of want to do is Spore the Blastoids, and then we're actually going to switch into Incineroar and get an Intimidate off. Urshifu is a pretty cool looking Pokemon. It does decently well with the Assault Vest, like the special defense is such a problem on Urshifu, but and we should see a max from the Rhydon. And I'm assuming it's Eviolite. That seems to be the only reason why you would run a Rhydon over a Rhyperior. And I would have to say probably Lightning Rod. And a Blizzard. Dual ice moves. We will get a Spore off into the Blastoids. And that's actually all. So I want to heal on Amoonguss because this definitely isn't over yet with how bulky this Rhyperior can be. So we're going to Parting Shot into it and switch out Amoonguss. And Terrakion's probably my most sackable right now. Blastoids will take his first turn of sleep. And we'll get a Parting Shot off into the Rhydon. And we'll just bring the Amoonguss back in. And we'll see a Max Rockfall come out. Who are you going into though? Into Incineroar. Okay. And let's close combat. And once again, I just want to keep my Amoonguss healthy because that Blastoid's is still on the field. especially if it wakes up this turn. But now I believe this Rhydon is -3. And we do good damage. We're probably losing our Terrakion here. And Blastoise still stays asleep. Yeah, you just target down the Terrakion. And honestly, we can just bring Amoonguss back in. And we effectively stalled out Dynamax. So I think here we just Giga Drain. And we fake out the Blastoise, because fake out might just be enough to take it out. Yep, okay. And we'll see a body press come out from the Rhydon. Do a little over 50% damage. But we're just going to Parting Shot again. And Giga Drain. And Urshifu does have a decent physical defense, so this shouldn't do much anyway. And it's a resisted hit. Still did a decent amount of damage. I definitely drew that match out longer than it should have been, but I mean, if you let that Blastoise wake up, if you let that Rhydon get max Knuckle Boost, I was really putting it in situations where it was trying to take out the Incineroar, but the Incineroar was outspeeding it. I stalled out the Tailwind, I stalled out the Dynamax. I just played my board position really well in that, and honestly, Amoonguss and Incineroar did almost all the work. But let's jump into the second match. I never change my music when I'm recording. Let's go. Clara, what is your favorite battle music to listen to as you battle? Let me know. Give me some suggestions. Okay, and we have Togekiss, Machamp, Tyranitar, Gengar, Inteleon, and Indeedee Female. Ooh, this is a tough one. I mean, Inteleon and Togekiss both carry Air Slash, so Amoonguss might be really threatened here. And with the two fighting types, I don't really want to go Terrakion. Let's go Emolga, Whimsicott, because why not? Urshifu and Amoonguss in the back. I feel like if we could get rid of the special attackers, like the Indeedee Female, like the Gengar, and oh, there's actually so many. But I feel like you're worried about that Terrakion, so you plan your team more for that than the Urshifu. Okay, we see a Gengar and a Machamp. So I just kind of want to nuzzle and Tailwind. Because the back half of my team is actually not the fastest. Okay. And you still take it out. Okay. Oh, the critical hit. And we get a pair on Gengar, so that's good. So I think here we go Urshifu. Yeah, I'm going to double up into the Machamp slot. And I necessarily didn't want to Dynamax yet, but now that I lost Emolga, if I lose Urshifu early on, I really have no answers for Dynamax. But Moonblast is enough to take out the Machamp. And this should take out the Gengar. And I wonder who we see now. Inteleon. And actually we see Togekiss. So I haven't shown Steel Spike yet. And I think here we switch into the Amoonguss while we still have Tailwind up. Even though Amoonguss should get outsped by both of these Pokemon, even with Tailwind. And I think here we see one of these Pokemon, Dynamax, to help them survive the hit and probably Airstream to get a speed boost. It is a Pokeball, so I would have to say it's probably the Inteleon. And this is my first time seeing a Max Inteleon, so that's kind of cool. So our Steel Spike will go off first. And we actually don't one-hit the Togekiss, so that's pretty bad. We do get a defense boost on the Amoonguss. And we soak up a max Airstream with our Koba Berry. And we have one more turn of Tailwind. I don't want Amoonguss to go down. So I'm hoping that the Flutterby is enough to take out the Togekiss even if it does protect. And it chooses not to. Oh, and it survives. Doesn't bring it down to Sash. But Togekiss is just gonna Gleam. Okay, so we do get to set Tailwind again. Oh. Dang. That's gonna be a problem. And they're at this point they're still outspeeding even with the Tailwind. I think this is over. We have dropped its special attack 2 times, like by 2 though. Okay, bring in the Amoonguss. We have to hope to survive an Air Slash. Okay, so you go for Urshifu. So we will get the Spore off. And here you have to take 1 turn of sleep. So I'm just going to start Giga Draining. We are back up to full health. This Inteleon's -2 special attack. I think we should... Well, it's probably Sniper though. But it stays asleep. We are able to take out the Inteleon and pick up a win. I guess, like, being -2, I used very ineffective moves and it really hurt me in that mid section of the game, but when it came down to just Urshifu and Amoonguss versus Inteleon, even though Inteleon outsped, it had to go for the guaranteed knockout on the Urshifu, because if you don't knock out the Urshifu, then I just have both my Pokemon on the field. And I was going to get that Spore off anyway, so it worked out pretty well. But anyways, that's going to be all for today. Once again, in the comments below, I want to hear what you're working on for Series 5 and how excited are you for it to start in just a few days. I'm going to continue making content, and once Series 5 jumps back in, it is going to be back to Hope for Master Ball, starting with this team. So let me know what you think about it as well in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. But anyways, I'm Zach, and I'll see you guys in the next one.